One of the most useful keys on your scientific calculator is the EE function. It may be written as just one E or as EXP on your calculator, depending on what type of calculator you have. And what this function will do is it will save you time because it will always, always, always give you the correct answer when you're dealing with powers of 10, which we often do in chemistry. So I'm going to use for my explanation this scientific calculator, Texas Instrument 30X2S. But any Texas Instrument scientific or graphing calculator will have the EE key. Now, what the EE key means is times 10. You can also input times 10 by using the multiplication key in 10, but that can lead to some problems. If you are going to do that, you must always put your values in parentheses so that the power of 10 remains with the rest of the number that's in scientific notation. The EE key takes away all the hassle of having to put every single number that's in scientific notation in parentheses. Now, to access this EE key, we notice that the EE key is in blue above the x to the minus 1 key. To activate the EE, we must press the second function button before we hit the EE. If you'll notice, the EE key is blue in the calculator, and the second function key is also blue. That's a color coding to let you know you must hit the second function button to activate any function that is in blue. So let's look at how we would enter a number in scientific notation using the EE key. Let's enter 4.35 times 10 to the 5th. To do that, we enter the decimal part, 4.35. Now, in scientific notation, the next part says times 10. We do not enter times 10. We do not enter times. All we do is hit the second function and then EE, and that indicates times 10 to the calculator. Next, we put in the power, which is 5. So to reiterate this, when we are using the EE key to express scientific notation powers, we never hit times. We just enter the decimal part, in this case 4.35, second function EE, and then the power, which in this case is 5. Now, if we're going to enter a negative exponent, let's look at how we handle that, and let's look at 4.35 times 10 to the negative 5. So again, we enter our decimal part, 4.35, hit second function to activate the EE key, and then our exponent is negative 5. So we use the negative key, which is the change sign key. Make sure you don't hit the subtraction key because that will give you an error. So if we're doing a negative exponent, we hit the change sign key and then whatever the exponent is. So to review this, 4.35 times 10 to the negative 5th, 4.35 to get times 10, second function EE, negative 5. This will save you much time as you do your calculations. It might take a few minutes to get used to the format, but it will save you much time, and it will always, always, always give you the correct answer as long as you're putting the exponent in correctly.